So that's really helped me improve my Chinese speaking skills immensely. Hi guys, so today I wanted to talk about my Chinese language journey. I've had some questions from you guys asking how I learned Chinese, how I got started learning Chinese, and what my Chinese journey was. So I thought I would answer those questions in this video. Let's start with the beginning of my Chinese journey. I actually took Chinese in university. I went to the University of Alberta in Edmonton. I have a Bachelor of Arts with a double major. My first major is anthropology with a focus on culture and language, specifically East Asian studies. And then my other major is Chinese language and classical Chinese literature. So that is where my Chinese journey began, of learning Chinese. So I just took my regular university classes. But I feel my Chinese real journey didn't begin until I actually went and studied in Taipei. So I was fortunate enough to be awarded with 2 scholarships 2 years in a row to go and study in Taipei and learn Chinese. When I was in Taipei, the classes were really intensive, which was so different from my university classes. We were learning how to speak Chinese. We were only allowed to speak Chinese in class. Also, we were learning a lot of writing. I spent hours and hours and hours learning how to write traditional Chinese characters. So I am able to read and write traditional as well as simplified. So like I said, I studied abroad in Taipei twice. The first was for 6 months, and then the second time was for 3 months, I believe. That really helped me kind of develop my skills of Chinese, especially for basic Chinese communication, reading, and writing. After graduating university, I went back to Taipei and lived there for almost 2 years to teach English and also to practice my Chinese speaking. So after living in Taipei, I moved back to Edmonton, and that's where I met my Chinese husband, Zheng. And that's where my Chinese really began to improve, because along with Zheng, I also met his mom. And so my mother-in-law doesn't speak English, so we only communicate in Chinese. So that's really helped me improve my Chinese speaking skills immensely. When I talk with her, we're able to have conversations, we understand each other, and that has really helped me kind of build the confidence to speak Chinese. 你觉得他的中文比我的中文好吗？好，你没说。
没事，后边嘛，索菲亚一说，你也跟索菲亚也是你的老师了。好，你说的也挺好的。
好。
就是说经常说就可以了。
My Chinese level is about intermediate, and depending on the topic. So I would say if it's a topic I'm not super familiar with, it would definitely drop down to like a low intermediate level. But if it's a topic that I'm familiar with and comfortable speaking, then I would say my Chinese is about intermediate. I'm currently ready to take the HSK4 exam, so I think that's kind of what it levels out to be. HSK4 is like intermediate level. So I think living with Zheng's mom definitely has helped me improve my speaking and especially my listening, because not only do her and I only speak Chinese, but also her and Zheng and her and Sophia. So I'm also learning there a lot.
1、2、3、4、5，说米烧了吗？
我来唱首歌。
你还爱我吗？
我们一起说，
爱你，爱你，爱你。
妈，你看这是雨伞。
哇哦，画歪了，雨伞画歪没画好。这是雨，念，你说雨，
雨，
这个呢，伞，
伞，
雨伞，
雨伞。
对，好漂亮的雨伞哈。
Also, we lived in Nanjing for a year and a half, and that really helped me improve my Chinese outside of just our family.
们在义乌美食街，他们有很多很好吃的小吃。
So I think it's kind of a really different thing speaking Chinese with strangers and people you don't know, because those are people that don't know your level of Chinese and they don't only use words that you're familiar with. So that gives you an extra challenge, especially if they're throwing in words like from their local dialect and all of that. So that really helped me improve my Chinese as well. Other things that have helped me improve my Chinese has been studying for the HSK exams. So I did the HSK 3, and like I said, I'm currently doing the HSK 4. And I think they give you a really good understanding of sentence structure, your basic vocabulary, and reading comprehension, and all of that. So if you're trying to improve your Chinese, I highly recommend studying for the HSKs. I think they can really help you, as well as watching Chinese dramas. I love Chinese dramas. I'll put a couple of them on the screen here so that you can get an idea of what I like to watch, and maybe you'll also like to watch them as well. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to follow because they do talk really fast, and sometimes the subjects are really complicated to follow. But you can also watch these shows and slow it down if that helps you kind of understand, or maybe even watching it with subtitles for the first little bit just to get an understanding of what the topics are about and learn a couple words before. And also I feel great things to watch when you're kind of at a beginner, like high beginner, low intermediate level, would be children's cartoons. I have learned a lot from children's cartoons, watching them with Sophia. We always watch 小猪佩奇 or Dato Arzi. Those are great shows to watch if you're just looking to improve your vocabulary a little bit and hear like some natural Chinese speech in like an easy surrounding, talking about easy topics like family or food or playing and stuff like that. So that is my Chinese journey. I am still very much on a journey. It is not over. My Chinese is not at the level that I want it to be at. I would love to be fluent in Chinese, and that is my goal. I think I'll get there slowly but surely. It takes time. You know, as you get older, you learn slower as well. Also, my life has been busy with working, and I'm a mom, and you know, sometimes it's hard to find the time to study, but I'm trying to do better with that. So if you guys have any other questions about my Chinese journey, definitely let me know below. I'd also love to hear about your Chinese journey. If you want to put your story below, I would love to read it. And if you're on a Chinese journey, don't give up. I know sometimes it feels like it's an uphill battle, but you will get to the top, and it'll be so worth it when you're able to just have a conversation and feel good about that.